What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Dudechair Craven, and as always, this is the official Rolling Wrestling Review Show right here on YouTube. And this is my official review of the first ever Raw exclusive pay-per-view, WWE Great Balls of Fire. Check out this intro. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get to it. First of all, we're going to take a look at the pre-show. The only match on this pre-show was Akira Tozawa versus the King of the Cruiserweights, Neville, for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, this match was okay. Neville is a very dominant champion, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Of course, I was wrong. Akira Tozawa did beat him on Raw a few weeks ago, or I believe it was last week. But he is a very dominant champion. And after a somewhat sketchy sequence of events, Neville retained at this pay-per-view and is still, as of that pay-per-view, the king and champion of the Cruiserweights. Overall, I'm going to give this match a 3 out of 5 stars. Now, let's take a look at the main card. The first match on the main card was Bray Wyatt versus the Architect, Seth Rollins. This was actually a really good opening match. It was back and forth and had a very surprising outcome. The outcome was, after a thumb to the eye and a Sister Abigail, your winner, Bray Wyatt. That's what was so surprising, because Bray Wyatt has been on a little bit of a losing streak here lately. So that was really surprising to see him get the win here in this match. Overall, Wyatt did need this win. Ever since he lost the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, he really hasn't done much of anything, so he really needed this win, in my opinion. And on top of that, Seth Rollins didn't look weak in the match. He looked very, very strong, and he didn't look weak at all, because he did lose to a thumb to the eye and the Sister Abigail. So, that's always a plus when both your superstars can come out of a match looking very strong. So that's always a plus. Overall, this was a great match. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next match on the card was Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. Now, this match had such a build-up to it. I was honestly really hoping for this match to be something good, but it was one-sided. After a brutal beating and a big boot, Big Cass pretty much dominated Enzo. I hate they broke him up in the first place. But it is what it is. Overall, I'm going to give this match 2 out of 5 stars. This match could have been so much more, but it really wasn't. It could have been built up to be so much more. And the whole series of matches that they've had over the last few weeks leading up to that match, even after that match, have just been lackluster at best. And it's just, it just didn't build up to anything like that I guess they were hoping for. But like I said, 2 out of 5 stars. Not that great. The next match on the card was the 30-minute Iron Man match for the Raw Tag Team titles between the Hardy Boys and the reigning Tag Team Champions, Sheamus and Cesaro. The match was 30 minutes long, so I can't cover every single point. So instead, I'm just going to cover who got each point, and at one point during the match, they got the point. So here we go. The first point went to Cesaro and Sheamus at the 29-minute 30 mark of the match, which was right out of the gate, 30 seconds into the match. The next point went to, again, Cesaro and Sheamus at 20 minutes, or at the 20-minute mark, so at the 10-minute mark. The third point went to the Hardys at the 17-minute mark. The fourth point went to Cesaro and Sheamus at the 13-minute mark. The fifth point went to the Hardys at the 7-minute mark. The 6th point went to the Hardys at the 3-minute mark, and the 7th point went to Cesaro and Sheamus with only 37 seconds left in the match. The results were in favor of the current or the reigning tag team champions at the time by a score of 4-3, Sheamus and Cesaro. Overall, I am going to give this match a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Not good enough to get a 5 out of 5, but it was still a very good and fantastic match. So it was really, really well done and really, really thought out. It was a first ever, so it was really, really well done. The next match on the card was the Boss Sasha Banks versus the champion, the Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. This was for the Raw Women's Championship. So during the match, Bliss apparently, in a really, really weird spot, dislocated her elbow, which I think she's double jointed anyway. So it was a really cool thing that she did to, distract everybody. Anyways, she apparently popped her elbow out of place, fooled the ref, hit Sasha, and took over. But Sasha took over at points during the match. The results of the match were, however, just as Sasha was gaining control, Alexa rolled out of the ring and intentionally got counted out. So your winner of the match, Sasha Banks, by count out, therefore still your Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Overall, I am going to give this match 3 out of 5 stars. Wish we would have had a clear winner in this one, but we didn't. Oh well. The next match on the card for the Intercontinental title was Dean Ambrose versus the current champion, The Miz, with the Mr. Raj in the background. For those of y'all that don't know, the Mr. Raj is currently composed of Maurice, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. So I really like how they brought those two in to kind of give them a little bit of a push, maybe to kind of keep them relevant. So that was cool. And this is like the 10th time Dean and The Miz have faced each other, so it's really nothing new here. There's really not much to talk about after interference from the Mr. Raj. The Miz is still Intercontinental Champion, as always. So overall, I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars. That's being generous at this point, because it was not that great. So anyways, and this match was actually really good. The next match, and the next match on the card here was Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in an ambulance match. This match was actually really good. Braun Strowman was actually sent through the LED entrance at one point, and Roman went for broke during the end of the match and tried to spear Strowman into the ambulance, but missed, and Braun closed the doors, therefore ending the match, and he won the match. So your winner was Braun Strowman. After the match, Roman speared Strowman and threw him into the ambulance and drove the ambulance out of the arena, driving it in reverse into a production truck. They had Heath Slater versus Kurt Hawkins to fill in while they tried to get Strowman out, which was just a filler match, so nobody was really interested in it. But I'm not reviewing that one because it was a filler, so there really wasn't much to it. They eventually got the doors to the ambulance open. Braun didn't want any help. He looked really bad, which, that was really cool. Somehow he walked away on his own. So that was just a really good match and a really good sequence of matches, or a really good sequence of spots there for that match. And it was hard-hitting, fast-paced, and really pretty darn good. So I'm going to give this match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And finally, for the Universal Championship, Samoa Joe versus the current champion, Brock Lesnar. Before the match ever began, Joe jumped Lesnar and put him through the announce table at ringside. He put in the coquina clutch a few times during the match, but Brock didn't look weak. La-di-da. After locking in the clutch for the 4th or 5th time, Croc Lesnar, or Croc Lesnar as I like to call him, caught him in the F5 for the 1, 2, 3, and we'll get another title defense in about 7 to 8 years. That's what it looks like. Your winner and still Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. So, that match started out promising, but once again, a superstar who's there every week gets fed to the ego of Brock Lesnar. Sorry guys, Brock Lesnar. And 1.5 out of 5 stars. That was your main event, folks. That was the main event of Monday Night Raw. Or for a Monday Night Raw pay-per-view. So, let's talk about, folks, let's talk about my match of the night. My match of the night has to go to the very first ever 30-minute Iron Man tag team match for the tag team titles. Great match. I thought it was fantastic. My overall rating for this pay-per-view was that it was a good pay-per-view despite the always lackluster Brock Lesnar match. Let's face it, folks. Those matches are just lackluster at best. At best. Really nothing new here with that, though. I am still going to give this pay-per-view a 4 out of 5 stars. That's going to do it for my official review of the first ever Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view exclusive to Raw. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Also, do not forget, I did post another video earlier today that was the pay-per-view for the SmackDown brand called Battleground. You can check that out by clicking right here. Check that out for me. Let me know what you thought about that one. Let me know what you thought about this pay-per-view. And do not forget, guys, like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know what this channel is about. You know, send your friends if they're wrestling fans, if they're video game fans, just overall fans of reviews in general. Let them know. Send them to this channel. Tell them to subscribe. Because, guys, we want to get a lot of subscribers to this channel. I am working, too, on another t-shirt for this channel. I'm going to try to wear different theme shirts for, like, when I do, like, different reviews. I'm even thinking about, you know, maybe selling some of these shirts. So if you guys would like for me to sell some of these shirts, you know, including this one, let me know. Leave me a comment. Leave me a message on Facebook. You can find me on all types of social media. I have a Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. You can all find them right there right here at Dudechair. They're all at Dudechair, so check them out. Okay, it's right there. This camera's backwards, so I have to like move my hands around different ways. So anyway, check them out there, guys. Anyways, that's going to do it for me for my review of WWE Great Balls of Fire. See you guys next time. Do not forget to go watch the other one, my official review of WWE Battleground for SmackDown. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. Have fun. Have a safe week. See you next time. I'm out of here.